Hey, slow down for a second and imagine this. You start a movie or a playlist, and for the first time your speakers don't just make noise, they actually fill the room with presence. That gut feeling you've been chasing? The R-610F delivers it in a way your old setup just couldn't. This is for the person who's done settling for weak, teeny sound that barely scratches the surface, someone who feels when audio has depth, clarity, and real impact. Before anything else, check the current price and stock in the link below, because speakers that genuinely elevate your space don't stay predictable. You knew it was time to upgrade when quiet scenes in movies felt hollow, music lacked heft, and every time you turned the volume up it just strained. You tried EQ tweaks, repositioning, even new cables, anything to squeeze life out of gear that just couldn't deliver. That's the moment you realize, you've outgrown compromise. Then the R-610F goes live, and everything shifts. These towers don't just push sound, they project it with authority. Bass has weight without boominess. Mids are solid and expressive. Highs are crisp and lively. It's not just louder, it's richer, clearer, and more confident. You feel the music in a way that's present, not forced. Whether you're deep in a cinematic soundscape, staging a gaming marathon, or letting a playlist take over your living room, these speakers make every moment feel intentional. Dialogue suddenly feels anchored and real. Drum hits resonate with articulation, not muddiness. Guitar strings sparkle without harshness. Once you feel this level of performance, everything half-hearted suddenly feels like a step you're glad you left behind. And if you're hesitating, thinking about waiting for prices to dip or stock to shift, don't. That kind of delay is where future regret takes root. Speakers like this change your day-to-day experience every time you hit play. The longer you stall, the more moments you miss. You might wonder if floor standers are really worth the space. Those doubts melt the moment you hear how these fill your room with sound that feels alive. They don't just sit there, they anchor your audio environment. Quiet passages remain detailed. Loud passages stay controlled. There is clarity at any volume. One surprise most people don't expect until they live with them? The way these reveal nuances in tracks you've listened to 100 times. Subtleties you didn't know were there suddenly stand out. That's the kind of detail you feel, not just hear. Owning these changes how you think about your setup. You stop wandering listings. You stop settling for good enough. You start actually enjoying sound instead of tolerating it. You feel proud of what you've built. You get powerful, room-filling sound without distortion. You get rich lows that feel controlled and musical. You get crisp highs that don't shout. You get expressive mids that make vocals and instruments feel real. You get speakers that feel like they belong in your space. They're not tiny, and they do ask for an amp that can give them some juice, but that's exactly why they deliver presence, not just volume. At some point, you stop comparing gear and realize you keep coming back to this because it already feels right. Not because of hype, but because you felt it. Don't let this upgrade slip into the wish I did it sooner box. Check the link, see where the price stands right now, and trust that instinct that brought you here. Once you live with sound like this, every other setup suddenly feels like a memory you're glad you moved on from.